Morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Caleb again. So I had one topic, and then all of the Twitter world stuff happened with Trump sending another ignorant Twitter tweet, whatever. Probably shouldn't say it that way, but whatever. That's my opinion. Um, Banning transgender people from serving. So I want to share on that. I'm a veteran, and I'm a transgender man. A man with transgender experience. I think I like that better. Um, I served in the Navy in the mid to late 90s. I joined in 95 and got out in 98. And I served under Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So, and at the time, I didn't actually know what transgender was. I still wasn't sure what was going on with me, or I didn't have exactly a label for it. My story, I was never involved in the LGBTQ community at all as a young person. I didn't really know anything about it. So, and I say that because I meet a lot of trans men who identified as lesbians before they transitioned. That wasn't my that's not been my experience, and it's not right or wrong. It's just my experience is different. I lived as best I could as a hetero female for as long as I could pull it off before the pain and anxiety got too much. But I joined the military. I joined the Navy because I was too short for the other branches. Well, with the exception of the Marine Corps, but I specifically wanted to be a medic. So I joined the Navy and became a hospital corpsman because I wanted to serve my country, because I come from a family with a long line of service members. And that was, service to others, service to country, gratitude for all the freedoms. All of that was ingrained in me from a young age. And I was looking for some excitement, and I got emancipated at 16, so I barely graduated high school, but I graduated, so I didn't have a lot of college prospects based on my GPA. So I have to be honest and say that another part of my drive to join the military was to further my education, to get some sort of training for a career, and hopefully get something to help me pay for college. All of that happened. I got out early. I signed up for 5 years. I got out early on an administrative honorable. It was an honorable discharge, but my reentry code is RE4, which meant I could never go back. Excuse me, and without getting into too much detail, it really was because it was Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Let me back up. I've always been attracted to women, so that was confusing because the label lesbian never it grated on me, and I could never understand why. I'm like, there's something. I'm not a lesbian. I don't understand what's going on. And I always identified. It made more sense for me to be male than female. And as I said, lesbian didn't work because I had enough self-awareness to know that would be me being a female with another female, and it just that something about that just seemed so backwards. Not that there's anything. I have nothing wrong with. There's nothing. Let me caveat that this is not something about women shouldn't date women or men shouldn't date men. It's not that at all. For me personally, I just kept having this nagging thing going, but I'm not actually a woman. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just severely mentally ill, and I really bought into that. And the Navy sort of agreed. And so that's how I got out, basically in a nutshell. Because as I was getting discharged, there was, I was asked, is there anything you need to disclose? Nope, sure isn't, So they said, okay, well, we can give you an administrative honorable. Okay, that'll work. I got my honorable. Doesn't matter. I'm moving on. But I served honorably. I did my job as to the very best of my ability, and I got out. Trans people have always served. This isn't a new concept. It's not. I made a post to someone who was sort of who was very much disagreeing with trans people being in the military as a social experiment or some nonsense. And the only thing I could think to tell him was that line of thinking, to me, is akin to a child looking up and asking, "What's that in the sky?" and someone with more experience saying, "That's the sun," and the child thinking they have now discovered the sun and have some moral responsibility to do something about it. This might be a new concept. Transgender people serving in the military might be a new concept for many. It's not new. Trans people have served all the way back to the Civil War. And I'll post some links in the on the bottom little bar uh, of at least one notable Civil War era veteran that was F to M. um, and nobody knew that he was assigned female at birth until he died. So it's not new. This isn't new. We are humans. Um, I served, like I said, out of some idea of patriotic duty, and because my family is full of veterans, it seemed natural to me. It was just sort of what people did. And to caveat, I've been asked, did you serve because that was a way for you to be male? No, there are as many female veterans in my family as there are male, so gender didn't play into it. I'm simply found myself an American citizen by having been born here. I was born into citizenship, and it was drilled into me at a young age that I didn't earn that. I did nothing to earn that. I am not a combat veteran. There are many combat veterans in my family, so I think that mindset came from them, that you did not earn your citizenship, you did not earn your skin color, you did not earn anything. You need to earn this, So I guess maybe that was another part of it too, was just earning my place in the world by giving back. So I felt like I needed to say that, there are a lot of LGBTQ people serving and always have served, and not from some stereotypical idea of like needing to hide or needing to be in a gender neutral area or anything like that. We're human beings. We're American citizens. We are patriots, and we signed our name on a dotted line willingly to step up and do our part. And I think that maybe also is a large slap in the face to me with this tweet, that although I am not a combat veteran, I signed my name, I volunteered, I was willing to fight. My job as a corpsman was essentially non-combatant, but I was willing if it was asked of me. And that's something that I guess I feel very strongly about, because our current commander-in-chief can't claim that, and yet is now making willing, able bodies who wish to defend and serve our country, trying to make them ineligible to do something that he himself and nobody in his family, to my knowledge, has ever been willing to do. And for me, that's sort of a source of dishonor on him. Honor and integrity are big with me. So if you can't stand up, you can't lead me, if that makes sense. Lead me from doing what you need me to do. Don't just sit back and throw orders at me. That just irks me. So anyway, that's my experience. That's my video for the day. I'm proud of myself that I got through this without expletives. I'm trying to watch my language and change and be a better, more positive person. But so there it is. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.